What's America's bird? Eagle.
Fellas, week 2 right now, Super Bowl champs. We got some more weeks to go. Y'all boys had the pleasure of going to the parade out in Philly. Hey, we gotta let you talk about it, bro. Like, we gotta hear what happened, what went down. Let everybody know what happened, fellas. Hey, whoever wants to go first.
Man,
go ahead, Antoine. Let me hear it, bro.
Go ahead.
Man, that was a blur, bro. Like I'm still high on it. You know what I'm saying? So we caught a plane to New York. We got in at about midnight, and so we got off the plane, got right on the Uber, took an Uber to catch a Greyhound. So we hopped on the Greyhound, caught an Uber from the bus stop, made it to our hotel at about probably like 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Got up at 7, went down to the parade, and it was family out there, bro. Like everybody offering you drinks, you want something to eat, you good. Everybody hugging, everybody high fiving. Like it was a whole vibe, bro. I loved it.
That's how it's supposed to be. That boy
Yeah.
was on the move early too, from New York to Philly. What about you, Jay? How was your experience getting there?
Well, my commute was similar, except I live in North Jersey, so it was just going down the turnpike like an hour and a half, and I got there like about 6 o'clock. Try to catch some Z's. I was out there about 7:30, and by the time you got out there, you could tell people been out there overnight. People was cooking already. People was going already, happy, cheering already. I'm talking about 7:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's like wide awake, like it's go time. It's like afternoon over there, so. It was a lot of walking up and down Broad. It was a sight to see, man. I got a lot of footage. I did a lot of walkthrough footage, just getting around. Nobody was shy from the camera. People was actually coming up to me when they see me with the camera, with the gimbal out. They were coming up to me and they wanted to just get on the camera. People were just smiling. For the most part, man, it's just a day I'll never forget.
For sure.
Facts, man. I had a similar situation to Antoine. I was actually the first flight that I bought. I was expecting the parade to be on Wednesday. There goes my pops, me, and Jay right there. Right. Got the good spot. That was a little after the parade, but I bought the wrong flight at first. So I thought the parade was going to be Wednesday, but with the weather, it ended up being Friday. So I just canceled that flight, bought a new one, flew in. Obviously, I got family out there, so I stayed a couple extra days to see the fam. But, man, when I tell you it felt like the whole city, that's why it's called the city of brotherly love, man, because just the Eagles make it that. And you could just see the love, bro. You could feel the love from everybody in the city. Everybody was just happy. Every single block, bro. Apparently it's 1.5 million, which is the biggest parade of all time. So we got that as another accolade in the Philadelphia Eagles community. It felt like 10 million, bro.
Well, we in there somewhere. We in there somewhere.
I'm talking about everywhere you went, it was a
look at that. That picture doesn't even do it justice, bro. Just the amount of people that was there was insane.
Because in the back end of the people that was in the back end, up and down, oh man, it was a lot.
That pic is fire though. Antoine posted up.
Yeah,
I saw him throwing the football around.
Nah, bro.
We could all agree it was a little nippy out there.
Yeah, I'm still hungover.
that man is
honestly, bro. I still haven't shook back from it, but
I seen Antoine QB1 out there too.
Yeah,
So talking about
it was all a blur. The whole scene. I had to go back and look at my pictures and videos. Like, damn,
it went by too fast for me. This is all going by too fast. I feel like the 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl was torture, and then like now we won the Super Bowl. We celebrated. We already been a week champs, and we went to the parade. And it still don't even it's still flying by now. It feels like it's like a blur.
Shout out to Heated too. He said that parade was lit. Got in at 7 a.m.
Oh, facts.
Man, he was probably when you got in at 7 a.m. It was probably already
wings at 8 a.m. Somebody was cooking. I was chilling for a second. He's like, "You want these wings? You're the first one." I was like, "I'll just take a couple wings, bro." 8 a.m. I never did no shit like that in my life.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They had There was like halal trucks out there. There was Mexican
It
trucks
was
out
toasted
there.
cheesesteaks. It was a lot. It was
Toasted
Bob was
cheesesteaks. It was everything.
every business had an Eagles flag in front of them. Everywhere you went, you could not go nowhere that day without seeing the Eagles logo, green, some type of capacity. And you know what? A lot of Kelly Green. A lot of Kelly
Green.
A lot
I
of
noticed that too. It was like majority Kelly Green, probably.
Yeah, I feel like Kelly Green's taking over.
It definitely is. We got to make that like a thing where we can wear it more than twice next year, bro.
We need a white Kelly
And
Green jersey. That's what we
and
need.
we're undefeated in it. The white Kelly Green. Yeah, I saw they were actually selling some. They have the knockoffs, obviously, but the lids in the airport, they had like the black Kelly Greens, and they were official. I don't know why they're selling them, but I didn't see any of them at the parade.
You like that one?
I think it's cool. That was you, Antoine. You was at Cater Street, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
But no matter which direction you looked, it looked just like that.
And another thing too, if you got stuck on one side, you know you wasn't getting to the other because that's how I lost Scotty in the beginning.
Shout out to Walk-Ons Gang, Arlington, Texas.
That's fire right there.
A couple of them showed up too.
Yeah.
We had a good time out there. My family had to look. We were posted up right there on the fence, bro. I had to.
Yeah, I couldn't get to y'all, bro.
I know. Neither could Jay until the very end.
Get to them, bro. I was looking at Scotty from the other side, literally across from him, bro. I had to just settle for the other side.
Yeah, they said I was 1.1 miles from you, 48 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was between Jackson and Snyder. You were a little far from. I was around like 20th in the Parkway. I wanted to get close to the art museum, but not too close, because the closer you get to that art museum, bro, it's chaos. Like, you're not going to be able to see anything.
Yeah. You're just stuck in a bunch of people.
Yeah. Bro, I really don't remember nothing that happened. I had to go back and watch the footage.
Yeah, the porta potty situation was good too, though. There was
way more this time.
It was.
I wasn't able to make the last one, but I heard there was like quadruple the amount.
And it was chaos over the porta potties. I seen zero chaos over porta potties.
Since we're talking about that, though, y'all want to get into most memorable moments from the parade?
Yeah.
Start with you, Antoine.
Hold on, let me look at my videos.
You got
now, just the whole scene, bro, the whole vibe, everything was mood, bro. Everything. Like when we met up and went to the club and shit. Yeah, that was cool. That was good fun. The parade itself, that was good fun. Bro, I can't pick out just a single moment. Yeah, we kicked it like a motherfucker.
That was like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. right there.
Yep.
Y'all can't go. Yeah. Let's go.
I look drunk as can be.
Nah, we had fun, bro. We had fun.
We had a great time out there.
Shout out to Todd too.
But nah, I can't pick out just a single moment because the whole thing, like, we went plane, train, bus, Uber, all in one day.
Yeah.
I give it to you. That's a lot.
Everything just felt like one moment. But if you had to pick one, Jay, what would you say was yours?
I ain't gonna lie. I got a Jalen when he passed me when I was at the corner. I was at a rail too, but where I was at, there was no shade. There was a lot of shade, so the sun wasn't shining up. But I saw Jalen just raise the trophy. I got a video of him just raising the trophy just right in front of me, clear as day. So that probably was the best moment. It just like sun overcame me, just looking at him just rising that trophy, turning on broad. It was crazy.
Like the Messiah.
Yeah, it was like the Messiah.
For real.
Slowed down for me right there.
Like Lion King.
Yeah, Simba.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dad. He said never had to leave my spot on the fence. That man got to that spot at like 6 something in the morning.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me add a second memorable moment. Meeting your pops and having a good conversation with your dad, like father to father.
There we go.
Father of two, and then just meeting your dad. That was definitely dope. Meeting your pops. So I'll put that as number 2.
That's what's up. I know he appreciated that too. He definitely had a good time meeting y'all.
Don't worry, Antoine. I missed you, Antoine. We was in transition because I was in another situation. It was crazy. I was just seeing people like my family's on the other side. I live over there. Like people were saying it. They was like, nope, you ain't crossing until 6 o'clock. You ain't crossing at 4 o'clock. Like,
nah, you can't. Yeah,
you couldn't.
Yeah, they closed that spot down at 10 o'clock, bro. Yeah. You couldn't cross. The only way is if you tried to jump the fence.
He's lit. Oh, man. Yeah, he's fucked up. Nolan! Yeah! He's fucked up.
Yo,
So, all right,
bro.
if we're gonna talk about most memorable moments, that one is definitely up there with me because
Yeah.
that's not the full video. But before he came out, because I clipped it, he saw a dude drinking a beer and he put the beer up to him and he was like 1 second, and then he went in. That man was so hammered, bro. Like I already know he had a terrible day that next morning. But just watching him do that, like right in front of us, that was definitely dope.
Quinyon
That was
Mitchell
definitely
too
dope.
was Quinyon Mitchell when a news reporter went up to him. He said, "What?" Like, he was,
Yeah.
and then he said, "Carl, where you go?" He was wilding.
You saw somebody snatch this chain?
Nice.
Quinyon?
Yeah.
Word.
Man.
Like he went and jumped in the crowd, and you could see like somebody reach and unlock it. And when he backed off and ran off, they had his chain, bro.
Wow.
I didn't even notice that.
Bro.
Oh,
And you know the football players' chains are real too. It's not like the rappers.
yeah.
So
You're not catching no fake chain.
it's about 70K. Dang.
Nolan! I love that man.
Just to give an explanation on that one, there was like a big group of kids next to me that had their shirts off, and they were trying so hard to get a player to take their shirts off, and Jordan Mailata just so happened to be the one to do it. So
Wow.
that's love. That's love.
And you was right there by Gilly too, huh?
Yeah, Gilly came up to us. He gave some kid his scarf. That was cool. Wallow was driving the truck. Shout out Coach and Kenny. They came right by us too.
All right, yeah, Kenny G.
Kenny had that man had a soccer jersey on with cowboy boots. I don't know what that fit was, but he was having a good time.
They living life.
Bro, what time did y'all get to the parade?
I got out there, I don't remember, bro. Like you said, everything's a blur, so time is hard to remember. But I would say around 6:30 to 7, sometime in between there. I think 6:30.
Yeah, I got out there early, bro.
Yeah, 7:30. I was outside already, but then I was moving around, and then I didn't know they was gonna lock the street. I was on Scotty's side, then I went to the other side to check somebody, and then I got stuck right there. Is when I seen them like, nah, nobody could cross over again, and it's like,
yeah, I was on the other side too.
Yeah, I was on the other side. Yeah, I was directly across from Scotty, but then I was a little bit more down. When the speeches came on, I watched the speeches with Scotty. I was over there for that part.
So before we get to the speeches, we're definitely going to get into that, obviously. But before we do, if y'all had to pick one thing that you would do different from this parade to next parade, because you know we're going to get another one next year, what would it be, if anything? Jay, we'll start with you.
I would make sure that we all met at the same time, like from the gate.
That's a good one.
Like from the
That's a
gate,
good one.
like we would have not, like, you feel me? Because I was supposed to meet Scotty first, but then I ended up getting to Philly before that. So I ended up going to sleep for a little. Scotty was already out by the time I called him. It was, feel me? So
Yeah.
if I had,
I was getting worried, bro. I was like, I told you what time to get there.
Oh yeah, no, I was good. I was already there too. I was already there. But I was catching Z. I was knocked out. But next time if we could all link earlier, that would be what I would change.
Yeah.
Definitely, Antoine.
I mean, it really wasn't our fault. Our flight got delayed 4 hours, bro. So that's why we got in at midnight. And so by the time I made it to the room, it was almost 4 a.m. So it was like nothing I could really do about that. But like you said, like just get together earlier so we can all link up and go kick it before, we all get lost in the shuffle. Because it was a lot going on, bro. So yeah, I think just better travel arrangements.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And
I
so
could
there's a lot of
definitely agree
lost
with that.
people. Trust me, I was overhearing people like, yo, my son's on the other side, my brother's on the other side, and they didn't even care. So many people, they plans got shuffled when they locked Broad and they locked the whole path. You couldn't go to the other side.
Yeah.
That's when everything messed up. If you didn't find your people before 10 a.m., you were pretty much screwed.
You were done, yeah, until about 2, 3.
But I definitely agree with that. I think next time we definitely got to arrange the plans a little bit more specifically so we all know. But another thing that I would do differently is, bro, I was on the street the whole time, I think next time, bro, I gotta climb a tree or something, bro. I gotta be on an elevated surface. I gotta see my team. I gotta make eye contact with a player.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's definitely one thing I regret because I told myself I was gonna climb something and I got lost in the sauce, bro. We were having too much fun. I wanted to stay
You
level with
kept it.
everybody
You
around me.
kept it grounded. You kept it grounded.
Kept it grounded, literally.
I only had about maybe 3 hours of sleep, bro. Then woke up at 7, got right to drink and taking shots.
Yeah, nah. Antoine's
Immediately, bro.
Antoine, I
Did it.
know what Antoine. Trust me, I drove the bus from Philly. I've driven. I went to Philly 50 type of ways, and when you commute, it takes a lot out of you. Then you got off the plane type joint. That's a lot. All that and then with all the walking, I know your legs probably just recovering.
Nah, I haven't.
They haven't recovered.
Nothing. My liver haven't recovered.
Your liver, everything.
My liver, my head, man. I still got a slight headache. Like, bro, I ain't drunk that much like since I was in my 20s, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was crazy. It was from start to finish, bro. I think I'm pretty sure we went like 24 hours straight drinking alcohol.
We did. We definitely did.
Listen, championship vibes.
It is
championship. That's what champions do, though. You don't do that stuff when you lose now.
Yeah, and I had to go lay down. Like, we were supposed to get together earlier. I had to go lay down, bro.
Yeah. Shout out Gio. He said, "Where's Warren Waldo?" Warren's in the back right now. He's manning everything from the back, putting up the pictures. Unfortunately, Warren wasn't able to make it to the parade this time, so he's just kind of letting us tell everybody how it was. But he's going to be at the next one next year. So.
Thanks. Next year we get another one, and it's funny because when Jalen lost the one in 2022, I'm on camera saying that I gave him a 5-year window to get one. Feel me? That's what I feel like after seeing him lose that Super Bowl. I felt like he's gonna get one. Literally, I've said that, and he got it in year 2 of it. And I really feel like this is gonna be probably the biggest window for a Super Bowl he's gonna have in his whole life, because you got the defense, you got the players, you got everything going for yourself. You got the whole vibe. You got the whole city. I mean, he's just knocking every nail down that you could possibly knock down.
He's doing it all, bro. And there's nothing you can say about it either.
We're gonna get another one, Scotty. We're gonna be right there again. And then this time we're gonna all fly. Trust me, we're gonna be up there again. We're gonna be up there again sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure. Look at that pick, bro. Like we were saying, the pick doesn't even do it justice, but you could just see right there how many people support this team, bro. Man. How many you can't even imagine how many of those people aren't even from the city, people that flew in. We got fans everywhere, bro, and the support really showed this day.
Now if you see on the left-hand corner, right, Scotty, all the way to the left, right, where the rail is at, I know people that was there. Maybe they said they got there about 4:30, right? When they got there about 4:35 a.m., there was already people out there with chairs right up there. They was all the way up there. They stood there all night to the morning. They got the best footage from the speeches and stuff. So they was right there with it.
Yeah, it was like there was 2 cousins from North Philly that they got there at 3 p.m. the day before, and they stayed there the whole time, bro. That could never be me. I love my birds, but
I love my birds, but I can't do it either.
Nah.
Howie Roseman caught a beer can to the head. That was insane. And there's a picture of Howie with the cut on his head, smoking a cigar. If that's not up in his house by the start of the season, there's something wrong with that man, because that
he is golden. He is golden.
But
I believe he has an autograph session coming up this weekend, February 22nd in Philly. I'm not exactly sure where, but I'm in the collecting community. So Howie Roseman is gonna be signing autographs this weekend, 22nd coming up, and it's gonna be crazy because people is gonna get that photo signed of him with the beer can with the slit on his head. I guarantee you.
For sure, there's definitely pictures of that, and everybody that's watching right now too. Feel free to comment whatever your favorite moment was, if you did go to the parade or if you watched it on TV or YouTube or whatever. I want to hear everybody else's reaction to the parade too, because I know it was a blast.
Nah, and that's another point your pops made. It was freezing out there. But you couldn't tell though. Like,
there's a pick.
We had so much drink, like it wasn't, the cold didn't even bother me as much as I thought it would.
It was just my feet, because I decided to wear sneakers instead of boots to try to match the fit, and that was a wrong move. I was good from my ankles up. My feet, my toes was frozen.
I had on 3 pairs.
I was good. It was just windy at first. I mean, the wind was like the only thing in the morning.
I was masked up. I was Gucci, but it's like, you feel me? That no matter what, when you standing there for one of them hours, you're gonna feel it.
Howie Roseman. Ski Mask Howie.
Yo, that, you know what's so crazy? He really goated himself, not only with this Super Bowl, but with just living life after catching a beer to the head, smoking a cigar, saying he bleed for Philly. Like, this guy ain't going nowhere, bro.
Unmute yourself, Warren.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to text him.
Yeah. So no, what I was gonna say was, as I'm watching it, of course you seen it off the TV or whatever, and they had all types of like tripods and like whatever they call those things in the sky, just zooming everywhere. But were y'all able to hear all the speeches like clearly while y'all were
Oh
out
yeah.
there?
Well,
I could.
Yeah,
me and
I
Scotty,
could.
well, I was with Scotty. We heard the cursing live. We heard everything live.
Yeah.
Through the
No, but I'm
through the
saying,
speaker, though.
I'm just saying as far as they were going, like all those people that are at the parade, did they just like all just charge to the art museum? Like,
I think a decent amount. I mean, you gotta understand, like the Broad Street in Philadelphia is long, bro. It starts at the
yeah,
sports complex and ends all the way at the art museum. But the part that we were at, like 20th and the Parkway, I'm pretty sure those people like probably tried to make their way to the art museum. That's why
yeah,
it looked so packed right there. But like it wasn't even worth it at that point. You're
Yeah,
not
there
gonna be
was
able to
people
see
already there, Warren. Like there was people
yeah,
already up over there since the morning. Like you feel me? If you wasn't already there, I'm pretty sure you couldn't just walk up over there or run up over there. Like it was
yeah,
already crowded.
Yeah, because
yeah.
what we
because
was at,
I was just curious.
because we was a
they
mile
had
away.
probably 200 like TVs and those like banana speakers that go
Okay,
like that, like set up all throughout the city,
okay,
so you could see. They actually replayed the whole Super Bowl game before the parade
yeah.
started at like
Facts.
8
I
a.m.
heard about that too.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
replaying it, so like it. I guess the game ended like right on time as soon as like the bus got to the art museum. So all of a sudden, like as soon as the game's over, like all the players are getting off the bus, and I noticed it took a little bit for them to start speaking too. It probably took like a good 30, 45 minutes after getting to the art museum, and then like they had the mayor speak. I forgot what the guy's name is, but he's always interviewing the Eagles, the bald dude. But he's always
Oh,
Spindler.
Dave
interviewing them.
Spaderos.
Yeah, like
He's
he was talking.
he's like the Eagles like head honcho
He's
guy
the
who
Eagles
talks.
insider, quote unquote. But we had a conversation about him too, right, Scott? Remember we was talking about it. We
Yeah.
were like, yo, how long he been with the Eagles? I was like, yo, I've been rooting for the Eagles 20 plus years, and I mean, as
Yeah,
long as I can remember, he's there. So how long he really been with him? So if you could find that for us, Warren, how long has
Yeah,
he been with the Eagles organization?
I can definitely check that out. Let's
Yeah, that
see
was
what
a
Scott
drunk
has there.
conversation too. We was having, yeah, we was talking about, we was just talking about a bunch of Eagles talk.
I like that. He said my favorite moment was being able to experience it with my boys.
It's
Nah,
OG
for
Yeah,
Hey,
that was
right there,
awesome.
OG.
That's
That's real.
you can't
that's
even
real.
like nothing you can say about that one, bro.
you know what I'm
Like
saying.
being
I
Not a
able
know
to
lot of
like,
experience that with
not a lot
family
of
and
football
friends.
fans can experience that, bro. Like,
Yeah. Couple
you
teams I could think of right now.
know what I'm saying.
yeah,
But
yeah,
nah,
no,
like you
that's
can't even put
facts.
in words like the experience, bro. Like it's hard to pick out a moment. You know what I'm saying? Because every moment was
Yeah.
a moment in itself.
It was just everything going on at
Yeah.
once.
So
Did
when
y'all
the
run into any people? Like, did
I
y'all
ran
happen to
into
like
that
run?
guy. I've met him so many times now, so it's not even cool anymore. But you know the dude with the face paint? I forgot what they call him.
yeah,
Oh,
Philly sports guy.
Philly sports
Yeah,
guy.
Philly sports guy. I saw it. He
Hey,
ran like right by, literally right by us. So just said what's up to him real quick, but that was it.
Okay.
yeah, we
Hey,
was
One thing
out
Joe, I
I
there.
got a
one
question
thing I
for you,
love to
Joe.
see though too, there was a lot of kids out there, families. I mean, I just saw I saw old people, young people. I saw all walks of life. Everybody with Eagles gear. I'm talking about babies with an
Yeah,
Eagles shirt on. Like
yeah,
it was real out there, bro. It was really real. I
yeah.
mean, the love was really real, Warren. Like as I was driving back, I was thinking to myself, like, yo, that's one of the better, that's what I said, it's one of the better days of my life. I'm never gonna forget that day, just from the top to the bottom, positivity from the top to the bottom.
Nah, for real, bro.
The whole city happy. It was just crazy.
Yeah,
You,
and
you
like,
couldn't tell me nothing that day.
yeah,
Facts.
and I can definitely like vouch for this. I think y'all can agree to it. I think one big thing about just going to the Philly games and just sports in general, it don't matter your age, race, nationality, religion, none of that matters, bro.
When the
If you were
game on,
rooting for the same team, like that is all that matters at that moment, bro. And I think that's one of those things about sports that people really don't ever like people that ask us like why you watch sports and why you watch football, like those are one of the reasons why, bro. It don't matter. Like if you rooting for the same team I'm rooting for, hey, we in the same we all rooting for each other, bro. So that's one thing I can definitely say. And just watching it, that was the energy that I got from watching it out there because everybody's having fun. Like there's people out there grilling, cooking, like, and I saw a few cops doing the tush push out there. So
Yeah.
I'm like, when the cops are having fun like
They
that,
was in
bro,
front of
like,
us when they did that.
That's
yeah, I'm
funny.
like,
I ain't see
Yeah,
that.
that's where we
crazy.
was at.
Yeah,
Wow.
when the cops are having fun, bro, like that's heavy. Like people don't understand. Like that's heavy work right there. You would never
Bro,
catch that
you
out
saw
in Dallas
footballs
or anything
flying
like that.
across broad all day. I'm talking
Yeah.
about up and down, bro. Antoine was one of them. Antoine was a QB1.
Yeah,
I'm
you
talking
know,
about football, and the cops was go on the street, cop pick it up, give it to somebody, just letting everybody just live, man. Everybody was living, bro. Everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
You can definitely feel that though, for sure.
I got a coworker, bro. He always asks me because I be wearing my gear like all day, every day, and I'm in Texas, so they always try to give me a hard time or whatever. But winning speak for itself. So I got a coworker or whatever. He said, "Why do you care so much about a sports team?" He like when they lose, they don't know that they don't know you. So why do you feel so much for them when they don't know or care about you? They go home to their mansions, this, and that. I like, bro, it's bigger than just sports, bro. Like it's a family, it's a community. Like people got their vices or whatever. Some people got drugs, some people got religion. Philadelphia
You got
football, look,
And you
bro.
know what's crazy? I'm gonna go off
Well
that, like
said,
a little bit
Antoine.
of
Well
what
said. That's well said, bro. That's well said.
Warren and Antoine just said, bro. It's like that, like none of that stuff matters, bro, because when you like the football, okay, let me put it this way. When I first moved here and I found out about the Fort Worth Eagles Nation group, I was just expecting to go there and like maybe see a couple people with some Eagle stuff on and chop it up. Be like, these aren't real fans though, because I'm coming from Philly, Jersey area, so I'm like, I know these people aren't gonna really care as much as I do about this, but let's just go check it out. When I tell you, bro, my boys at walk-ons, they're just as much of Eagles fans as people that are born and raised in Philadelphia and lived there their whole lives, bro. So it's really just like it's like a Philadelphia Eagles type thing. It's like anywhere, no matter where you live, no matter what you care about, if you're an Eagles fan, you feel the love and you feel like the real connection that you can find through people with your team. It's pretty crazy, bro. It really is.
Yeah, it brings us all together no matter who you are. Like, and that's what we felt during the parade. You just felt no matter where you went. Like I said, I had the camera out, and usually, I mean, I record on my gimbal with the gimbal out. Can't see it. It's blurred up.
Yeah, I see.
What is that though?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the group.
oh, that's walk-ons. Yeah,
That does. You
that's
can
us
hold it
there.
right there. That does
That's in
justice.
Texas.
Whoever's, yeah, that's hella. Y'all be hella deep, man. I be seeing y'all. I'm gonna be out there, hopefully, God willing, for the draft, and then we're gonna make some noise that weekend, and I'm gonna pull up to y'all town, and we're gonna take this to another level, and
Show 'em what's up.
like once again, one thing we all share is the love for the birds. You feel me? And winning this Super Bowl and being on this podcast with y'all and just going through this experience also is an experience in itself, because like we having a conversation and it's like the viewers is watching us having this conversation and they feel exactly what we felt. Because if you were there, Warren been to games. He'd been to plenty. Warren was at the first Kelly Green game. He'd been to plenty of events. It's just like certain things just stick with you in Birds history, and this is gonna be one of them for sure.
That Saquon jump would always stick, bro.
Yeah, he was at the Saquon.
I'm like, bro, there's so many moments from this season that are just gonna carry on.
Yeah, and just to add to that, not trying to sound corny or anything like that, but like that's kind of the reason why me and Jay kind of picked the name Eagles Collective, because like at the end of the day, bro, like we bringing everybody together. Like we got people out in different countries watching the Eagles, bro. Like people don't understand what this team is actually doing. They said Dallas Cowboys was America's team. Like
Not no more.
That's what they said. Like you go out anywhere, bro, you're seeing Eagles paraphernalia. Like we got our El Presidente. We interviewed him. He's telling us how many Eagles fans are out there, how many people are repping the Eagles, like all over the country, out in Brazil, everywhere, bro. So like when we can get everybody together and we can all talk about the birds, whether we actually like have our differences or not, like we all got one goal, bro. And I'm glad that we all were able to do this and witness it this year to where we all had one goal and that goal came clear. We all were disagreeing on a lot of things this whole entire year, but we all had the same goal and we saw what they did. Hell, some things we said they did, some things we said they didn't do. But at the end of the day, we got that Super Bowl. Nobody can take that away from us. Nobody can take that memory away. But bro, this is crazy, bro. You only know there's gonna be more to come. That's the way I look at this.
More to come.
100%. This community is only growing, bro. There's like I see more Eagles fans every year, every season. It feels like
everywhere you go, you see Birds fans. Everywhere you go, I mean, I'm in North Jersey, and I promise to God, too, there's so many Eagle fans over here. So many in North Jersey, and this is Giants territory, Giants and Jets territory. But once I get on the turnpike, I'm only about 30 minutes away from Central Jersey. Once you get into Central, everything starts shifting.
Yeah. Central Jersey is definitely more Eagles fans, though.
100% more Eagles fans. I promise you that, bro.
Shout out Bruce. Let's run it back, Bruce.
Shout out to Bruce.
Shout out to Bruce.
And just so we talking about the parade and all that, we do got to get back to business just a little bit. We ain't gonna get too crazy on this, but hey, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. We all know Kellen Moore is now the head coach for the Saints, and now he's picking and pulling people off of our squad. He's trying to pull our DB coach out. He's trying to get him over there as a defensive coordinator. We'll see how that goes. Nussmeier was with Kellen Moore back with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think he was with them with the Chargers, but he's putting him as an offensive coordinator. Like, it's already official. He will be the offensive coordinator of the team. That's cool. We only had him for 1 year, so that's not really a big loss to us. But just going into that, if your team's good, they're going to pick from you. And they're going to make it a little bit harder for us going into the next year. Yep. But just looking at that, fellas, like, what's y'all's thoughts? I think Nussmeier is not a big deal with me, but I think this DB coach, for him to coach up Cooper DeJean, Quinion, keep slaying that momentum, bring Isaiah Rodgers back, giving Ringo his reps, I personally think he's somebody that we need to keep. But what's y'all's thoughts? Y'all think we need to keep him or just let him walk?
I mean, it's a business at the end of the day, so money talks. BS run a marathon. So if the money is right and the opportunity is there, like, people go leave. But my thing is, if you take a defensive back coach and make him a defensive coordinator, again, rookie coordinators don't do too well. So if I was Kellen Moore, I would want somebody with more experience. So I would interview, just to turn over stones. But at the end of the day, I would want somebody in there with experience, like the guy Staley from the Chargers. I think he go get that defense coordinator spot for the Saints.
Hey, if he does, I'm totally fine with that. I want to keep that DB coach, at least develop.
How I look at it though too, Warren. Like, it's gonna ultimately be his decision, but it must be a big pay raise from a position coach to a coordinator coach. You understand it? Like Antoine said, we don't pay his bills, and he got to get bills paid, and you don't know what his aspirations are. But as long as Fangio's in that building, and Jalen Hurts is in that building, and Nick Sirianni's in that building, and they're gonna prove to be the constants, I'm not too worried about the position coaches, because if anything, the position coaches are going to be picking off of Fangio's mind.
And don't forget about Stoutland.
Let me not forget about Stoutland.
That's one thing too that just came out. I think it came out about 2 hours ago. They brought in, I forgot what his name is, but he was under Stoutland for 15 years as on the offensive line side. And the Saints just picked him up as the offensive line coach. So we will definitely see how that works out. But I think Stoutland's kind of building his own tree low key. Like, because he's only going to bring somebody else in and have them like learn under him. But that's another thing that they got going on. But at the end of the day, guys, like, this is the Saints. Like, they're being asked to do a lot with nothing. When it comes to free agency, draft, all that, I personally, if I was a coach, I would want to stay on the winning team and like build up that resume because Super Bowl rings is gonna look better on that resume than the actual role. That's just me.
I 100% agree with that. Like, if you're gonna leave as a position coach just to go be a position coach to a losing franchise, you're stupid. So honestly, I wouldn't even miss you. But I do agree
Look,
with Gio
I'll give you.
because like,
I'll
how
give
are you
you
gonna come in? Like, the Eagles have established a winning uh
culture.
team, like a winning culture for the last 4 years now, and for Kellen Moore to come up in here for 1 year and then try to take players away, like that's a little bit disrespectful. I don't know who he thinks he is,
But
but
you know why I don't know why he went over there. But I'll give you 2 reasons why I don't know why he went over there. Number one, they don't have a quarterback, a constant. They don't have a stable quarterback. Number one. Number two, they have the fourth least cap space going into the free agency. So it's like they're not even in a position where they have a lot of money to spend. They don't even have a quarterback. It's like he's walking into a mess over there. I'm telling you, he's walking into a mess.
Well, they did triple his salary. They tripled his pay
That's
because
fine.
because nobody wanted the job.
two other offensive remember he
Look,
wasn't
you heard
the
what
first
Scotty
option.
just said, right? You heard what Scotty
Yeah.
just said, right? Nobody wanted that job.
Yeah, like they had to triple the pay because you can't walk into the season with no head coach. So like they gotta triple the pay. And honestly, bro, like this may be a job for Kellen Moore. Like let him soak under that Saints franchise and let him deal with whatever the hell he's got to deal with. Like just let him deal with it. That's just on me. Like I don't really think Kellen Moore made that much of an impact on our offense this year, just because the amount of OCs that Jalen's been through. But you also got to think about it like this: Jalen is taking little pieces from these OCs and he's putting it to what he's doing. So maybe building that knowledge of being able to read defenses was maybe something Kellen taught him, and now Jalen can move forward with that and become better than what he was. So like that's the way I look at this. But Kellen Moore, he'll be gone in 4 years. I give it 4
Well,
years.
if you remember too, the offensive line and Saquon had to go into Coach Sirianni's office and tell him basically we got to change up this whole playbook because this offense isn't working right now. As soon as they said that, Kellen Moore started putting more run plays in, and that's when we really started to look like a
I
powerhouse
believe
team.
Kevin
So
Moore's a good he's a good planner. I believe he's very smart. I believe he's a good X's and O's guys. I believe like that's a good coach. I just don't know if he got the fire in him.
For the
But
head coach.
I give him credit. But once again, like you said, Jalen Hurts is the constant. As long as the OC is dialing up plays that fit his skill set, he's gonna produce. I mean, it's not hard to call plays when you got Saquon, AJ, Devontae, Goddard, Hurts, Calcaterra, Kenny Gainwell. Like you have so many different guys on the line that you could dial up. So it's like it's not really hard to crash the car.
Nah,
But always remember,
I can't downplay Kellen Moore. Like he did a hell of a job this year, in my
he
opinion.
did.
And he
He
called
did.
a hell of a playoffs. Like the whole playoffs, like we was never like behind the 8 ball or in a tough situation. You know what I'm saying? Like he was willing and dealing. So if he was to come back, I would love that. But
That's where he really stood out. Actually, was the playoff. Like I thought it was. Jalen's always the constant, but when we hit the playoffs, Kellen Moore just dialed up some stuff that I didn't think he was going to dial up at all.
He
So
told Sirianni to throw
That's
the
true.
bomb. He's the one who can say. He told Sirianni, he's
The
like,
go
call
ball.
it. So he's like, they called it. That's Kellen Moore's call. He's
but
telling-
remember,
he's running it by
Stalin does run the offense
Are
though.
we gonna
He
do the
runs the
go ball
offensive
to,
run plays.
he runs the run game. Yeah.
Yeah, he does run the run game.
But you
Stalin
remember the
runs it.
Washington game? That's where we really looked versatile with the pin and pulls and like Jalen running out. Like that was all Kellen Moore right there.
Listen,
he was
they
open,
saved their best 2 offensive games. It's like they was playing with us the whole season. Like they could have been dropping 40 every week, and it's like they just
for
did
real,
it.
bro.
It's really crazy, like what they did the last 2 weeks. And Antoine's right. We do got to give him credit because I do believe he's an incredible game planner. And on paper, I know he was looking at the Chiefs defense like we're gonna eat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
it's psychological warfare, bro. Like you don't want to expose your hand too early. So he held his cards and he played them at the right time.
While
Yeah, he did.
dealing with the interview, while
They're in
dealing
a
with the
great
interview
situation,
process.
bro. Think about this though, like if your whole game plan is to stop Saquon, like
That's what it was
You
too.
now you've given up your hand. Like that's it. Your whole goal is to stop Saquon. So now you're forcing Jalen to pass, which goes back to those people that were hating on Jalen, saying that he can't pass, to now
Right.
show that he can pass. So
Right.
now you make the game even more of a threat than what it really is. That's what I think. That's what got us over that hump with the Commanders and with the Chiefs. Is everybody thinking that we're just gonna let Saquon run, but they forgot there's a 2022 Jalen that took us to the Super Bowl off his arm, and apparently they just forgot about that, and now we win Super Bowls and all that. So we'll get some more. But I do got a question for y'all. So I got 3 OCs, and I want to see who y'all think would probably be the best OC for this team. Just coming in. Out of these 3, I'll give out the 3 first, and then y'all give me y'all's opinion on them. Let me take that off.
Jalen.
OC, make Jalen OC. He's running
Make
everything.
Jalen.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
The way he been audibling, like it's just like he calling plays. He been calling out of a lot of plays.
Yeah, Jalen Hooper.
Okay, so Kevin Patullo, he's been with the Eagles since Shane Steichen's first year. He's seen him go through OCs. He's seen the pass game change. He was here before A.J. Brown. He's seen Jalen develop. That's what I got with that. So kind of taking that knowledge that he has, and just like I said, Jalen getting all that knowledge from all the other OCs, this passing coordinator is getting that same information too. So we got him. We got Frank Wright is our next one. He was with the Eagles. I think we won a Super Bowl with Frank Wright, didn't we?
He was the OC.
Yeah. Won the Super Bowl with Frank Wright. I think that's a pretty good choice. And I meant 4, not 3. Guys, my bad. Josh McCown.
It's funny because I like Josh McCown as a coach a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
Quarter. No.
No, I like him as a coach, but not as an OC. Yeah, as a coach. That's
then Byron Leftwich.
I like this guy.
Now Byron Leftwich, living out in Jacksonville, Byron Leftwich was a big name out there. He was with Brady that Super Bowl year.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of coached up Baker Mayfield a little bit. Then he got released. He was trying to become a head coach, didn't get it, moved on. But what do y'all think about
I need
Byron
more
Leftwich?
than these 3.
And he must have been out the league. He must have been out the league for a few years too, because he was a former offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So out of those 4, who are y'all looking at? And everybody watching right now, let me get y'all's opinion. So right now we got Kevin Patullo, Frank Wright, Josh McCown, and Byron Leftwich. Who y'all got? And
I mean, for me,
yeah.
Oh, my bad, Jay.
No, you're good.
No, go
You're
Scotty,
good.
go. That's what I'm saying. You go first. I got to think about this because I'm not even happy with those 4 candidates.
It's definitely a tough one, but I'm gonna say talk about a couple guys. With Kevin Patullo, the thing is, I know you guys don't like talking about hiring from the inside, but he has seen a lot. He's seen a lot of Jalen. He knows exactly how Jalen likes to play. Jeff Stoutland already controls the run game, so that's one less thing he even has to worry about. So I could see him being a pretty good offensive coordinator for us. I don't know how he would do anywhere else, but in our situation, I don't think that would be a bad move. But I would probably say Frank Reich, just because we talk about experience, wanting experience at that level, and he's got a lot of it. He's won a Super Bowl with us. We were kind of pissed off when he left. And honestly, if out of those 4, like Jay said, it's really not the best options, but I'd probably go Frank Reich.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I will respond back to Scott in the comment real quick. Eric Bieniemy just became I believe a head coach for a college football team. I think that's where Eric Bieniemy ended up going. But yeah, Antoine.
I'm not real big on rookie coordinators because no rookie coordinator in the history has made it or won a Super Bowl. So I eliminate Patullo and I eliminate what's guy's name?
McCown.
Yeah, McCown, Josh McCown. I eliminate those 2. Leftwich, I don't know what he still has. You know, once you step away from the game,
Yeah.
it kind of go past you. So I probably have to eliminate him, and I'm gonna have to go with Frank Wright too. He got the experience. He won a Super Bowl, so he's a Super Bowl coordinator. He's been a head coach before. It didn't work out for him, but when he was here in Philly, like we loved him here. So I would
Exactly.
say Frank Wright out of those four.
Jay,
Yeah,
what you got?
out of those four, I mean, last week I was a little bit off the whole Frank Wright thing, but then now that I think about it more, we could potentially get into a Fangio situation with him. Like, he could end
Yeah,
up
exactly.
becoming a coordinator that doesn't want to leave. Like, he wants to stay there because he's been a head coach elsewhere. It hasn't worked out, and he has a relationship with Sirianni from Indianapolis. So I could see it working. And like Antoine said, I want an experienced coach. I definitely don't want a rookie coordinator.
Yeah, got you.
That's another big thing about Reich too. Is like I forgot to mention that is that he probably I don't see. I mean, he tried to be a head coach, right? I don't think he did too well. He knows that his game is offensive coordinator, so that could be a guy that would just stay with us for at least 3 years too.
He's still getting paid from the Panthers, and same thing as Vic Fangio. He's getting paid from the Dolphins. So like he's still getting paid. So technically he can sit down and just not do anything. I don't know, fellas. I'm kind of torn between Kevin Patullo and Frank Wright. Kevin Patullo, just because he knows Jalen, I feel like he's gonna know what's gonna make Jalen play well. Because he's seen his ups, he's seen his downs. Like during that whole downfall that we had last year, he was there for that. Like he saw that. So like he's seen what didn't work. But then you got Frank Wright. He's experienced, but is he gonna be a coach that I feel like he has a better chance of developing Jalen into a better quarterback? That's my thing. Kevin Patullo is going to keep him stagnant and just keep him where he's going and just stick to the right things. I feel like Frank Wright is going to actually develop him into what he can be. And he has that trust factor with Nick Sirianni. And he's not looking for another job, bro. Kevin Patullo can be good and we lose him next season. Yeah, and now we're in the same boat. So I don't know. I like Frank Wright. I think he'll be a good fit. But my biggest concern is him and Jalen gonna clash, or what's their connection gonna be? Because we got to also understand Jalen is a different type of quarterback. A lot of OCs don't want a quarterback like Jalen. Like we do have to be real on that. Like a lot don't want a quarterback like him. Like they want a Joe Burrow type quarterback. Like they want something like that. So is that what Frank Wright is used to? And can he be able to manage a Jalen Hurts? And going a little bit back on Kellen Moore, I think Kellen Moore saw what we did to Sean Desai, and he did whatever he could to not lose his job. So he made sure the run game worked. So like I don't want Frank Wright to have to do that, or I don't want Kevin Patullo to have to do that. I want us to be able to trust this person coming in to where we don't ever go through that whole people holding signs outside the NovaCare Center. Like we got to avoid that. But yeah, fellas, that's kind of where I'm at. Everybody in the comments, let us know. Like, let's see what Bruce said. He said, "I'm with Scott. Frank is a veteran. He's aggressive." Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I need to look up what college I want to say.
Yeah, he is in college. Yeah, I forgot he's in college.
Yeah, I forgot what college he's at, but I'll look that up and I can let you know.
With me. And it's just weird how he never got a head coaching position. And also like Antoine said about Leftwich, I mean, he's unemployed for a reason. You understand it? I mean, if he was a hot coach, he would not be on the couch. You know, no disrespect.
Yeah, my thing also, is I like that Patullo been around and stuff like that, but it's not about what he's seen and what he's been around. Is can you put together a game plan?
I sound like Brian Johnson 2.0.
You know, when the fire is on, can you call a game? If that game not working, do you got a plan B? And rookie coordinators, they struggle with that. So if they start off 2-2 next year, what are you going to do to get us out of this hole? Can you put together a game plan that's go catapult us to, a run
You
if you
right,
need to.
Antoine.
Like,
Right.
I think we need a coordinator that's going to challenge Jalen. Like, Jalen just needs to
I
be
like that.
challenged, and that's going to elevate him even more. So I don't
I
want
agree.
nobody that's going to, not want to do the wrong thing or not want to say the wrong thing to him. Like, challenge him to do something that he hasn't done. You know what I'm saying? So I want somebody in there that's going to push him. And I don't think a rookie
like
coordinator will push him the right way.
Yeah, I don't like it either because of like the Brian Johnson thing. It's the same thing you just said. He knows that's the same story. He know except he
Same
knew him
story.
from childhood. Like he knows his skill set. Like I don't want to hear that. I want somebody to come out bringing him another challenge. Bring him another challenge. Don't give him somebody he just knows from around the way. Like it's just brings a fresh mind in. I don't think hiring from within is good unless you really have a sure shot that this is like, you feel me? You got the next like crazy hot coordinator, but it doesn't work. Like Antoine said, history shows us that rookie coordinators
They don't do
don't
well.
think about anything you do in your life as your first time doing it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That's true. Just look at Nick Sirianni. His first year being a head coach, he wasn't a good first time head coach, to where he had to actually give the play calling to his OC to start using. So I think it's if that OC knows they're not good at the job, he doesn't have a backup plan. That's the only thing that sucks. If they know they're not good at changing the game up, they can't go back and change up anything. Like we just stuck. So
Right.
that is a good point. Like those halftime is when we noticed a lot of game changes. And like I said, remember we were all arguing about us not scoring in the first quarter.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that
Slow
was
starts.
something we had. Yeah, those slow starts was the problem. But we ended up getting over it. But can an OC that we bring in, if we get slow starts, how's that person going to change it?
Right.
What are they going to do differently?
Right.
We definitely had the talent to do it, but
The
you
real
can't just
tough
rely
part,
on that talent.
the real tough part for like bringing in a rookie OC too, it's like since we just won a Super Bowl and we've established that winning culture, it's not a good move to bring in a rookie. But I don't think there's anything wrong with like if back in 2020 if we started hiring from the inside or something like that, then it's a different kind of scenario because you're trying to establish that winning culture. But I
Right.
definitely agree. Thinking about that now, what y'all saying, it definitely makes sense. Like we got to bring somebody in with experience for sure.
And think about it, all the egos that's in the locker room now, offensive egos that's in there. You're gonna bring in a guy who didn't do anything, and you think he's gonna be able to lead this offense? Like whoever takes this job kind of gonna tailor his game around what he got, because there's a lot in the building as far as offensively.
When did Frank Wright leave? Did he leave Jalen's first year? Did he leave
No,
Jalen's rookie year?
remember
2018.
we didn't have an offensive coordinator that year.
That year that Jalen was there, we didn't have one.
I don't think so. I think Doug Peterson just took over the play calling
I
offensively.
think 2020 was his last year. Or was
Really?
it 20?
I believe wasn't after the Super Bowl that he was supposed to get another job, and I forgot what happened, and then he ended up
Let me
taking
see.
it. He ended up taking the Colts job like last second. It was Josh McDaniels.
I swear we didn't even have an OC that year, bro.
No, we
It was
did.
like
Between Shane Steichen, we did. I just don't remember who it was.
I'm looking it up.
We definitely had in 2020. It was Shane Steichen. It was Frank Reich. Some between.
Damn, he left right after the
Who's in
Super
between?
Bowl, bro.
Who's in
it
between?
was the year
Steichen?
Oh, he
after,
left
right?
right after?
Right after.
He
Okay.
left right after.
2018, he was the head coach in Indy.
Yeah, he left.
Now
I
a lot
remember
of people were saying that makes sense because a lot of people were saying that's the reason for Carson Wentz's like downfall was
Yes.
because Frank Wright was not there.
Right.
That does make sense now. Okay.
2018, remember, he wasn't going to leave. Josh McDaniels was supposed to take the coach job, and at the last second, he backed out. So they had no candidate, and they poached Frank Reich from us right before 2018, like at the last second, because he was about to be the OC going into 2018. So Scotty's right about 2018 now, I'm thinking, because Frank Reich got poached very late to be that coach for the Colts, bro. So who became the OC in 2018 is a very good question, because that's how that happened. Josh McDaniels turned down the job at the last second, and they took Frank Reich from us.
And we lost the defensive coordinator too, didn't we?
Yeah, Frank Reich was gonna go. Yeah, Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz is the defensive coordinator after the Super Bowl, and I believe after that he ended up either retiring or taking a year off, and then he went to the Browns.
So the same thing that happened to
Bro,
us
Mike
in
Groh.
2018.
Mike Groh, you see it. He was the wide
But that was
receivers coach.
that was 2018 to 2019. 2020, there's no record, no history of an Eagles offensive coordinator.
So perfect. 28
But-
and look, to Antoine's point, Mike Groh was the wide receivers coach, and I remember exactly now what happened.
I remember
Hired
him
from
now,
within, and it was totally wrong. Everything about Mike
Yeah.
Groh was wrong. And then I think we had no OC, like Scotty said, and then we went into the Shane Steichen era. Feel me? But Frank Reich got poached from us late because he was about to go into 2018, our OC, and I remember Josh McDaniels took that. So
Just like
hiring
Kellen
from
Moore,
within
basically.
is not the best, bro. Mike Groh was not a good OC.
And
he lasted 2 years, but those were some rough 2 years.
yeah.
Actually, we could have went back that next year, but we don't got to get into that.
You know,
That's fine.
Nah, I mean, think about it now. Like he did actually do a good job, bro.
Yeah, he almost got us back to the Super Bowl, low key.
Yeah. And then the year after that, that's when Carson Wentz.
that was more.
That was the collapse.
Superman. Remember,
That's
we
when
had
Carson Wentz got
receivers.
knocked out against the Seahawks.
To me, that was more.
Yeah.
Carson.
That was, bro. That whole year was all. If you go back and listen to the players from that season talk about it, Carson Wentz is the reason why that team sucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
He put that. He injected that through pre ACL injury. Carson was really that dude, bro.
Yeah.
He was, but you can definitely tell when he
was fragile.
when he went through his struggles, like he didn't have a Jalen mentality to where like I'm injured.
That's why.
Like, let this person eat.
Bro.
Now we also put a statue outside too. So
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely.
Yeah.
He's
So
definitely.
it's the first Super Bowl, so like.
But check
It's the
this,
first Super Bowl
Warren.
in this area,
Jalen
so that
is
makes
good
sense.
getting. That was Carson's problem. He can't get coached up. Jalen could get coached up. So I have faith in any OC as Jalen is a good player to coach. I don't think he has that Wentz effect where him and a coach will clash. He looks like he takes orders well and he moves with what he got.
Yeah. Okay. So, fellas, I got a little clip that I think a few of us probably seen, or we probably seen snippets of it. After we play this clip, I want to get y'all's thoughts on it. Everybody watching, I want to get y'all's thoughts on it. This is basically before the Super Bowl. I want to say it was maybe two days before. Just the players talking, small room, having a little speech with each other. I want to get two things from y'all. What was y'all thoughts getting that speech? And was this speech better than the 2017 speech that they had before they played in the Super Bowl? So I'm going to go ahead and play it now.
Yeah, we were here a couple years ago. I felt like we were a little bit over emotional. I think the thing we need to focus on offensively is they're a finesse team. They're going to try to junk up and cover our points because man for man, they're not going to let us just tee off on them because they will get fucked up. And they're going to get fucked up tomorrow. So just remember the fucking shirts they had on their parade a few years ago. Keep that in mind as y'all keep fucking annihilating his ass tomorrow. So.
Yeah, it's been a long ass week, but a busy week, but we got a lot of downtime. So use my downtime kind of reflecting on when I first got here. And I took it upon myself to really dive into the team, to really embrace you guys and let you guys bring me in. So I just appreciate that. I love y'all. And we play our best ball when we're together. So let's fly around, communicate, and do what we do.
Oh, man. I just want to start by saying, man, I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. You know, I'd give anything to be out there with y'all this Sunday, but I'm so proud of this team and everything we have gone through, how resilient we are, the way we able to not only push through things, but thrive through them all. And, you know, like I said, I love y'all. Hey, let's go get it.
Yeah, man, let's go out here and handle business. And you know what I'm saying? Why not us? You know what I'm saying? It's always been this and that and the third. Why not us? Why not us tomorrow to go out here, execute, play fast, play physical, play for each other, and and hold this trophy up.
Hey man, all we got is one more time. One more time. to do the same shit that we've been doing all year round. I ain't got much to say, man. I'm not into that rah-rah shit. That's why I let Landon do that shit. Plus, half of you guys can't even fucking understand me. That's all we got, man. That's all we're guaranteed. One more time.
I feel like everybody's said a whole bunch over here, and I'm not in that moment yet to kind of like speak about the game or to like get ready for the game because we got a lot of time. But I want to give flowers to my guys. I appreciate you for one. The team has voted me as captain. You know, for my guys, you know, watching my guys fill in, Han, Paris, Johnny, Kyle, Anaz, Cubby, you know, Smitty, you know. Y'all just as important, but y'all don't get the praise. And I wanted to give y'all guys flowers because these guys be, you know, doing what they're supposed to do in practice. I go out there and do the same move and I get the credit for it, you know. And I want to, you know, shed light on them guys because them guys mean a lot to me. But I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate this team for voting me as a captain, as a leader. So let's go out and have fun tomorrow.
I want to start by saying thank you to everyone in this room. And I just want to thank you guys for welcoming me in and showing so much love and so much support. I think you hear a common theme up here, right? And I think every single one of us bring up team. And as I watch film throughout the whole week, my confidence even grows even more, and I hope you guys are feeling the same thing. These guys can't f with us. They really can't. I don't care how many times they've been here. I don't care how many times they won it. They haven't seen a team like us.
It's emotional to be here. Talking all this shit. You don't win. They legacy, bro. Simple. Bro, y'all been through a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit. We ain't gotta say shit and win it. Cause our story gonna tell itself, bro. I get emotional because I know we all winners, bro. Why not have a chance to express that on the biggest stage of them all?
Fellas, going on 15 years, man, it's crazy because being a captain, you know, having that C on your chest, some of you are talking to others, but man, I appreciate y'all boys, man, because y'all made it so easy. Because y'all boys wasn't scared of working. Y'all worked every day. You know, even when I was sitting down, I got to really see it from the outside, you know, just really watch some things that go on when I was hurt, and I was just reflecting like, man, anytime you get an opportunity, like I tell y'all, you know, to get on that field, that y'all are able to play on this field, man, take advantage, because you don't know when your last play gonna be. Shoot, I don't know what this gonna be for me, but I promise you I'm so happy to be able to play with y'all boys. Y'all gonna get 100%, and I know I'm gonna get 100 from y'all. And man, I'm telling you, let's go out and have some fun, man. I appreciate y'all boys, man. And let's end it the right way. Let's run through the finish line.
Last time being here, this changed my life. It changed my life, and it changed my mentality, and it changed everything. Because for so long, you know, I was seeking. What would I do when I got this moment again? What would I do when this opportunity met me again? On the biggest stage, everybody watching. And I didn't get benched. I put on a good show. And I couldn't have done that without you guys. But I left that motherfucker so empty. Doesn't matter but winning. And when you talk about team sports and you talk about everything that we've gone through, that's been the mission this whole motherfucking time. So, you know, for all the hard work and everything that we've been able to do to this point, just take it one play at a time, let it come to you, and ask yourself how you want to be remembered.
Fellas, that
Crazy.
You
Crazy.
get chills watching that.
deep,
Bro, crazy.
Switch
I'm ready
team.
to play.
I love this team. I love this team so much, bro.
This
I'm ready
is
to
just
play.
getting started,
Look.
bro. We just entered the part. He's just entering his Jordan era right now, bro. He's entering his Jordan era. I promise y'all that.
What's crazy about that is when after that Super Bowl on Sunday, Jalen probably had, I would say, a total of 5, 6 press conferences going on like NBC Morning
It's
and
more than
The
that.
View, all that stuff. And they all asked him, yo, that screensaver that's on your phone of the Chiefs game back in 2022 that everybody knows about that, can you tell us about it? He barely spoke on that. He
It's
barely
still there,
spoke on
actually,
it. Yeah,
right
and
now.
he barely spoke on it. So I'm like, for him to actually like dive deep into that, like with the team, and then like we saw the mic'd up on it when he says like ever since that game, like it
I've been
changed me,
different.
bro.
I've been
Like
different.
that's heavy. Like
You
that's
know whose
heavy on you.
speech hit? Gardner Johnson, bro. Because you know
Right.
what? He left. He went for his bag and he left, and he came back and he realized like this is it right here. This is the pinnacle of the NFL, and that all hit him in that moment when they went up there and asked him to speak, because he was there. He was with 2022 and he left, and he went to another team. He realized, let me get back to the guys. He was another missing piece that we need low key to
For
win
sure.
this
Big, high key.
Gardner Johnson.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
like I'm gonna add to Chauncey Gardner too, because a lot of people trash talking, bro. Like they talk him down, but I think he was young, bro. He went for the money. Like he did what Mekhi Becton, what all these other players that are free agents are doing right now. They going for the money right now, and you got to think about it. Chauncey Gardner played for the Lions when the Lions were at their peak. Like think about it, when they were good, bro, and then gets injured. So now he's sitting back and he's watching everybody operate on a sideline view, and he's not seeing what he likes. So for him to say, yo, let me go back to the Eagles where everything was different, like I think if you want to keep Mekhi Becton, Milton Williams, all them boys, let Chauncey Gardner talk to him. Let him have a conversation with them of what it's like when you go for the bag and you just trying to get your money, but you ain't really trying to get a ring, or you ain't playing for a team. Everybody's playing like, what is it? What's that line that I use? What is it? I can't think of it right now. But everybody just playing for themselves, bro, just for a bag. Everybody just playing.
Oh, you be calling them independent contractors.
Yeah, independent contractors. Yeah, like let them all go play like independent contractors, bro. Like that's things that let Chauncey Gardner just talk to all them free agents right now.
That's
bro.
a good point.
If
Let
he-
him talk to them. Let him talk to them real quick. I mean,
Yeah,
some people
let
you
it-
can't. But we spoke about Antoine was right earlier. Money pays bills, man. So everybody. I mean, we all know at the end goal, everybody got to get their bag. So
money pays bills, bro, but they're the 1%.
when
right
you're on
now,
your
bro. Come on
second,
now.
like we were having this conversation earlier in the chat about Slay. Why is Slay looking for a major, any type of big deal at this point in his career? Like, why?
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Didn't
But
save his money problem.
But now with our free agents, like you gotta understand, like with Chauncey Gardner Johnson, when he left, like he had unfinished business. So he kind of had to come back to finish that business. But when you win the Super Bowl, it's time to get the money now. You know what I'm saying? For most people, it's time to get the money. All they need is that one Super Bowl to
Players like Josh Sweat, I fully expect him to leave and get his bag. You know why? Because he already came back, took a little less. He's good. He deserves it, bro. You're only gonna make this money once in your life. You're not gonna think about our opinion. You're gonna put your family, your health, your kids, your wife, whoever ahead. You're gonna.
That's the thing. He already took the pay cut. Like you can't ask somebody to take a pay cut twice. And Josh Sweat's done enough for us, so I'm not even mad at that.
Right.
But the crazy part about those speeches, bro, is that every single thing that was said by those guys it happened. Starting from Lane talking about dominating in the trenches, to Saquon talking about they can't F with us. Like every single thing that those guys said was 100% true. If I would have saw that the night before, I would have showed up to walk-ons in my pads, bro. I was like, Coach, put me in, Coach. Yeah, for real.
No, I would have already had my flight booked if I'd have seen that.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. For sure.
Damn.
No, that's crazy.
Remember, we also said that too. We kept saying as the game kept going on, was like as the game's getting closer, we're gaining more confidence. Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. On paper, I just kept looking at it, and that's why I gave my reason about the pass rush, because I just kept trying to figure out. And then when I watched them mic'd up for the Chiefs, I'm like, they look soft, bro, compared to the Eagles. How are they gonna handle Philly, bro? That Mahomes was getting smacked around, bro. They ain't never seen a team like that in their life.
Never.
Hey, it was 27-0, and on their sidelines, like we can come back. The Patriots did it.
Oh, Reed, Justin Reed. Yeah, I saw it. I saw him say that.
He's gonna
He didn't
play
get
that
the.
clip. They're gonna play that clip 20 more million times for him. That's what he's gonna be known for that clip. Forget his Super Bowl rings. He gonna be known for trying to come back from 27.
So, bro, sometimes when I don't know about y'all, but when I see this final score, I'm like, wait, what? Oh yeah, I guess you're right. You know what I
I'm a
mean?
little
Because like
pissed. I ain't gonna lie.
it's 40-6, bro. In my book, that score is 40-6.
Yo, y'all can vouch for this too. What did I tell y'all about the Eagles defense all year long in the end of the game, giving up 2-3 scores that they don't have to give up because playing lax? Because those last 2 scores was lax scores. You feel
Yeah, we had our backups in though.
Yeah,
like in what Super Bowl do the backups come in?
The first big game that
Crazy.
was on DeJean was out there on that first big game on Worthy. I was like, yo, they're not playing no more. And then when Gardner Johnson gave up that touchdown in the end zone, I was like, they're not even playing. Like literally,
he was mad though.
They could have stopped, bro. They wasn't giving no effort on that touchdown, bro. No effort. None.
You know what's funny too? I was watching a clip a few days before the Super Bowl of Colin Cowherd. He was on the herd and he said the Eagles will not get into the red zone against the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's insane to say that because the Chiefs almost didn't get into the red zone against us. Like
late in the third quarter.
If it was like say they were offering like a $250,000 incentive to every single defensive player on the Eagles to not let the Chiefs get into the red zone, they could have done it, bro. Like they actually could have let the Chiefs not pass half field.
But nah, we really didn't get into the red zone other than that interception that Bond got and Dotson getting tackled at the 1.
We technically didn't need the red zone.
No, we didn't need the red zone.
But he was saying like we weren't good enough.
He said it like this defense is so that he kept bigging up the Chiefs defense as dominance. He's like, they so dominant in these big games. They live for this. The Eagles are not going to do anything. Exactly what he said the Eagles did to the Chiefs. Exactly what he said.
Exactly, bro.
He didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, he meant it Antoine's way. That's what you can go back and say now.
Hey, and a little bit of what Scott's saying in the comments too. Like Skip Bayless, we all know is a Cowboys fan. He's a Cowboys fan. When he saw that they were doing nothing in the offseason and he saw what the Eagles were doing and he saw the draft, he called the Eagles to win the Super Bowl
in August.
In the offseason. Yeah.
In August, bro.
He called it. So, like, I'm not a Skip Bayless fan.
I called it too.
For somebody
he
like
also
him
called Jalen Hurts
that's crazy.
When Jalen Hurts was drafted, he also did say he's going to change lives in Philadelphia. Go back on that tape. Go back and watch that one.
Skip is wrong so much too.
Gonna take Carson's job, and everything he said about the Eagles is right. So Skip, keep talking about the Eagles.
Now I think Skip was trying to use that reverse voodoo,
reverse psychology.
Yeah, so just say it just so it won't happen. So because he always wrong.
But we gotta be real though. Even if I hate to get off on a rabbit hole on a different thing, but looking at the NFC East, we were the only team that actually made moves, though. So we at least put ourselves in a position to get to the playoffs. At the end of the day, if the Eagles are in the playoffs, they're going to take off. I'll even be honest with y'all. Even the year before, bro, I thought the Eagles were playing possum. I thought they had something schemed up and they were just going to take off in the playoffs. I was disappointed when I found out AJ Brown was out for that Bucks game. That's when I was like, okay, we
was the Chiefs last year, bro. We would have got we got smoked by the 49ers. What we did to the Kansas City Chiefs is what the 49ers did to us. They ran through us that game. You understand?
They exposed
That's exactly what happened. And they dominated us last season. And after that Bills game, 10-1, we went on a collapse. Last season's team was nowhere near ready. Nowhere near. That's why we got one and done in the playoffs.
And we had Ricky.
It's like Lane said. Like Lane said in the speech, he was like, last time. I mean, he was talking about the last Super Bowl, but what he said, bro, I could kind of tell what he was saying when he said that our team wasn't ready for that moment. Like sometimes, bro, you're just not ready for the moment. But if you keep that team, that's exactly what they did. They built themselves and they prepared themselves for the next time that they got there.
They could have folded. They didn't.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, and Bruce says we're going to kill the draft in April. Bruce, who you want us to pick up in the draft? We got the 32nd pick. And I actually appreciate you, Bruce, because that leads us to our last topic that we go into a little bit. Is going to be the draft. So, fellas, of course, this is free agency. This is what each player is looking like right now when it comes to them getting signed. Some of them I think we can get. Some of them I think we can't. Looking at this, whoever's watching, let me know who y'all think. But this is how our draft is looking this year. So, first round, we got the 32nd pick. Second round, 64th pick. Third, 96. Fourth, 129. Fifth, 162. Another fifth pick, 166. Another fifth pick, 169. Then a sixth round pick, seventh round pick.
Howie season.
Bro, Howie's going to come up with a diamond in that fifth round. I'll tell you that right now.
I have a feeling he's going to get 2 second. I don't know. For some reason, I feel he's going to trade back, get 2 high second rounders, pick high in the second round twice. He's gonna do something, bro. Something's gonna change, obviously. You know he's not gonna sit back and just let this play out like this.
Yeah,
but I can see him getting 2 second rounders.
Yeah,
I think some of those picks. I mean, if we're serious on Myles Garrett, some of those are gonna be gone.
Yeah, if you're trying to get a big player, that 1 and 2 pick are gone.
You know what I was thinking too, fellas? As good as Myles Garrett is as a player, as a defense, I don't want him. Because if you truly, it's not even his age. If you truly think about it, think about what a team has to give up for him.
That's true.
I don't want to remove anybody off of our team that we have. Like, we would literally have to give up Nolan Smith. Like, you would have to give up Nolan Smith. And then you down another defensive end. So, like, I feel like we're already thin on defensive end. And, like, no knock on Myles Garrett. But let's say he gets injured. Like, that's it.
I like this building through the draft strategy. The way he's been hitting on these drafts, I mean, he has
might as well, bro.
100 right now.
Yeah,
he picks in the top 100. You could get a starter out of. You could get a starter or 2 out of those 3 top.
Yeah, for sure.
Picks. So I mean, I like building through the draft. I feel like every offseason he has the same strategy. He picks like a couple people. He does the same thing every year. It was just last offseason, everything he did hit except the Devin White situation. But other than that, I think through the draft, I wouldn't give up, like you said. I wouldn't want to give up any draft capital for.
Shout out to the comment.
Oh, somebody said I'm here for this guy. That's funny.
Already.
Hey, my dad's in here too.
It's going down. But now, the way I feel about it, like I think he will trade out that first round this year.
Yeah.
And get some more picks for later on down the road, because like with him, he a cap guy. So I don't think he'll bring in a Myles Garrett because it'll eat too much into his cap. So I think he'll rather just get more picks and keep going like that. You know what I'm saying? And it all depends on what he want to do with Josh Huff. I mean Bryce Huff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And you got to think about it too. We're gonna have to pay Jalen Carter. We're gonna have to pay Quinn.
Yeah, but that's still 4 years down the road, bro.
Gonna trust me, Warren. You know when people keep people. You know what's funny? People have been coming up to me lately who don't know about football, but they don't know how the Eagles operate. Bro, the Eagles, everybody gets paid in due time. Everybody's gonna get their slot. They always accolade the money correctly. There's never an issue.
Howie knows how to restructure the deal, bro.
Exactly. So sure. I'm not.
Howie knows how to restructure deals. I'm not gonna knock you.
You can't keep everybody.
I do agree with that. However, Howie knows how to restructure deals, but these are with agreements of the players. Like, I think Jalen Carter won't be difficult because you got the whole Georgia boys right there. But I'm saying, let's say somebody that, hey, I'm going to just throw this name out there. I'm not saying this person feels that way, but think about how good Cooper DeJean's been. Cooper DeJean's going to have to get paid. And what if Cooper DeJean's like, nah, I want to get paid more?
You have 3 more years for that.
But that's the thing, bro. Like, we got time for those.
We want to keep this momentum going. I don't want to see us go and plummet and we sitting there like the Panthers or we sitting there like the Seahawks. I want this momentum to keep going.
Then that's where Howie has to make it. That's where Howie comes in. Because when you have a team trying to set up a dynasty like we're doing right now, you have to pick players in the draft to replace players for 2-3
That's
years
how
down
it's
the
going.
road.
Yeah.
And they got to
And
be
that's
okay with that too. They got to be okay with that.
But now listen,
yeah. I mean, that's a part of it.
but when it
Yeah.
comes to Howie, bro, like he did make some mistakes early. So, you know, he was restructuring everybody deal, overpaying people, and we kept kicking the can down the road. But in 2020, it all came to a head, and we was like, damn, we got to switch some shit up. So we let a lot of people go. We released people. We brought in new people, and we just started from the bottom.
A
And
lot of it
so,
was from that Carson Wentz contract too.
yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of it's
So
from that Carson Wentz.
that's what I'm trying to get at. So he made that mistake by giving Carson that money, and he knew he made a mistake. So to band-aid that mistake, that's why he drafted Jalen. Now we'll eat all this money, but it's for a bigger purpose down the road. Why am I gonna get Carson Wentz $200 million and he can't get us over the hump? Why not bring somebody else in on a rookie deal and we can get more people on top of that to parlay that? And that's what he did. Brought in all those picks that we broke down.
And look at what those picks that we got from Carson.
Look what they
that turned into AJ, Devontae, Coop, and like 2 other key players, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Howie knows what he's doing, bro.
They do, bro.
No. I'm not knocking Howard, but I'm just saying we don't have a Carson Wentz situation right now with this team.
It's
so
culture, bro.
It's gonna come a point in time because I think that's why we got rid of Hassan Reddick. Because Hassan Reddick was operating like an independent contractor.
Bro,
and so we let him walk. And
more.
now Hassan Reddick owes more money than he's even gonna get. I think Josh Sweat is a little bit the same. So I'm just saying I hope going into this team, since it's young, that everybody is keeping that mentality. And it's not a money thing. I hope it's more for trophies because
I'll be honest with you, Warren. Players like Joshua and Mel Williams, I respect them, I do. But at times they disappear during games, and I've told you this before. How many times do you go weeks without hearing Josh Sweat's name? He go games without a sack. Mel Williams, he's a rotational player. You understand what I'm trying to say? Let them go out and get what they got to get. We got great coaching. We got a great system. Whatever player lands in Philly, their replacement is always going to flourish because I look at the Eagles more like a system right now.
Yeah.
And interchangeable
That's what it
pieces.
is.
Like you have core pieces and there's a lot of interchangeable pieces. No matter if you got a serviceable guy that is going to get done. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I'm okay with letting Josh Sweat walk, bro. No disrespect, but he didn't change.
We got Jalen Hunt.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't changing games all year long. Jalen Carter's a game changer. You feel me?
Yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell's a game changer. You understand? Certain people is game changers. I don't look at Josh Sweat and Milton Williams as game changers. I look at the potential draft picks as game changers.
Yeah. No, I like Jalen Hunt. I think Jalen Hunt.
Oh yeah,
is going to be Josh Sweat's replacement. I think that's
Smith and Hunt on the end.
I mean, he's definitely going to draft another DN too. Like you could get a really good defensive end with those first 2 picks.
Yeah, fellas. Like we gonna definitely have to be looking at the defensive ends in this upcoming draft. I know Abdul Carter is somebody we all want, but they're saying he's gonna be first round pick.
That's a
they're talking about number 1. They're talking about number 1.
He wants to be in Philly. Forget about us wanting him. He wants to go to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So
we got to win
as much as we do want him, we got to be realistic about what we're looking at. So I know we are going to be looking at the draft a little bit more now that football season's over. But yeah, fellas, if y'all boys ain't got anything else y'all want to put out here, we can definitely get off, and y'all know what we do after. But y'all got anything before we head out?
Shit, we popping out for the draft. We're gonna celebrate that together.
Stay tuned for that one.
And I want to hit up that softball game, Warren.
Yeah, the Smitty.
Softball game in June.
We got a lot in stores, bro. We got a lot of stuff coming up this off season.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah,
that Smitty softball game I think is in June, right?
Yeah, that's what we gotta make that. We gotta figure that out.
Yeah, so June 28th, we got to make it happen, fellas.
I like that.
That's that Coca-Cola.
So that'll be fun. They usually get all the celebrities out there. I know T.O. was out there. Like Jalen loves baseball, so you know Jalen's out there. AJ. Everybody. Everybody's out there. So yeah, we definitely need to do that. But yeah, fellas, everybody watching, we appreciate y'all. When me and
shout
Jay
to
first
everybody
started
in the comments.
Yeah, me and Jay first started this. We were at 200 subs going into what, like September, Jay?
Yeah, it was about
Yeah.
200 exact, 201,
Yeah.
200.
We have officially hit the 736 subs marker. Hey,
Good work,
everybody that
fellas.
subbed to us, we appreciate y'all. This is all help from Scotty, Antoine, Jay. Y'all boys taking off. Hey, I feel like we put up good content. Yes, we are learning as we're doing this, but
Yeah.
that's what makes it even more fun as we do this. And I think
Yeah.
for us to be at 736 subs, just starting this, I think we off to a good start, fellas.
Yes, sir.
But
Let
yeah,
me give you
anybody
flowers,
like,
Warren. You
sub, and
deserve
subscribe.
flowers too, Warren. You deserve your
No, for
flowers,
sure he
bro.
do. For sure.
Yeah, word.
Hey,
Yeah,
Warren
man,
holds
you put
it
a lot of
down.
work
Warren's
into
the
this.
glue. Warren's the glue to all this.
And the growth wouldn't have been here without Antoine and Scotty. That was the turbo. That was the turbo we need. That was literally the boost. You know, when you're in a race, you hit you hit that sport or that sport plus button, son, and some sport button. That was the sport button right there. We literally
Yeah.
took off once we added 4 people. Warren's editing skills, everything put together. This is what we got.
yeah. Hey, and a big shout out to Marcellus for thanking us for letting this happen too. He was a big part of this. But yeah, fellas, let's go on and get up out of here. I got one comment left. Let's look and see what it says. It's our boy Bruce. I'm
Bruce,
going to
you
try to
popping
connect.
out, bro.
Bruce, shout to Bruce.
Hey,
Bruce
Bruce.
is actually he's the connector.
Yeah,
Big shout out, Bruce.
Bruce the plug. Yeah, Bruce is the
Bruce the
plug.
plug.
And everything.
Bruce is the plug.
Bruce the
Actually,
plug.
that's your name, Bruce. From now on, you the
Bruce the
plug,
plug.
Bruce. That's it.
Bruce
Really
the
got your
plug.
Yes, sir.
nickname.
We got to get up
All
this
right.
weekend, Bruce, for sure.
Facts.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas. Y'all know what we do when we get off. Yo.